What's going on, guys? Today, I just want to talk about my reaction, my thoughts and opinions on The Walking Dead. I guess you can call it the sixth additional season 10 trailer. But what caught me the most is whenever the Commonwealth and Negan. That's pretty much about it with this video. And what I thought was what broke me the most. It really broke my heart is whenever Maggie said the Herschel Ray Jr. that a bad man killed his dad and that shit like that. Like that really fucking broke me down, man. Like that was way insane shit. Like I'm sure what the fuck's gonna go down between Herschel Jr. and Maggie and Negan and that shit. Especially like they already found out that he's out now and that shit, and he's like wandering around and that shit. And but are they gonna be okay with that, or is Maggie actually gonna tell Herschel Jr. that he's the man that did it? Right there, that motherfucker right there. Is she gonna like point out to Negan and have the Elijah sick on him, going on after him or some shit, or have I have a feeling she's probably gonna like tie Negan to a chair and like torture him to death or some shit. Like you don't know what could go inside of a woman's mind at this time if she lost her husband and she's a widow and that shit. Like seriously, but like I have a feeling that she's gonna like tie him to a chair and let Herschel Jr. decide on what he wants to do with this fucker. You know, after what he's done. Don't get me wrong, I love Negan, seriously, but I'm trying to be in this perspective of Maggie and Herschel. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I have no idea. Like, I'm really hope that does not happen, seriously, because Negan is such a cool, badass character. He's my number one man, other than Gareth and the Wolf, and I do like Alpha as well. But if I had to pick like the most redeemable ones that I would forgive personally, it would definitely be Negan and Gareth and the Wolf, since they're sort of like the ones that were complete monsters from the start, and you gotta like those three. So yeah. But although I do like my personal evil one, and that's Alpha, obviously. But yeah. But if I had to pick like the three most redeemable ones that you could have like ever forgive and just leave behind the died out past, it would definitely be Negan and Gareth and the Wolf leader. But yeah, I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen with Negan, man. I have no idea. Like, oh shit, man. But yeah, I don't expect Maggie to kill him, but she does not tell. One thing I noticed in the comics that she does not tell Herschel Reed what happened to his dad, Glenn, that is, and the fact that she kept Negan out of it. Like she didn't say like his name or anything like that. It's secretive. So yeah, so like she basically wants to forget all about like what happened to Glenn and that shit, and she moved on from that shit, which I'm glad she did. But I didn't like the fact that she exiled him, though. That's what made me pissed off. But if they exile him, I'm still gonna hate Maggie for it no matter what. I won't hate her much, but I mean, who could simply blame her, right? But I understand why. You know, I probably would have done the same thing too, probably if if Negan killed my girlfriend or some shit like that or whatever. You know, I would at least forgive him, though. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't know, Yeah, it's sad, but yeah, it is the way it is. But I think it's fair that I'm glad that Carol and Daryl aren't staying after this, because that'll be fair. If Negan goes, then you fuckers should might as well go as well. Am I right? I mean, that's fair. You know what I mean? Like, why have him go and not anyone else go? Seriously. And they should have Lydia go as well, because she's the daughter of the Whisperers and that shit. Like, isn't Maggie gonna understand that as well? Like, she better not let that one slide. I mean, I'm gonna be really pissed off if she does, or whoever does. Or Daryl's gonna forgive Lydia and that shit, obviously, but like, what's Maggie gonna think of her? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't see an interaction with her yet from the trailer and that shit. So who the fuck knows? But yeah, I would like to get a confrontation between her. I have a feeling whenever Negan is going to see Herschel Reed, I have a feeling that man is going to fall down on his knees, and he's going to fall down flat ass on the ground, and he's going to start bawling his tears out out of his fucking ass, man. When he first sees Glenn's son that's, born already and that's well young of a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a feeling that Negan's gonna. I would love to see that. It's just see the heartbroken moment, man. That'd be so pretty damn brutal to watch and cool, Just see Negan fall down and start crying and have like Herschel Reed saying, "Mommy, why is that man crying on the floor?" I just would love to get that. I would love if they fucking did that right there. That just what I just did. I would love if they fucking did that. But yeah, but it's just an idea. Just an idea. I mean, if I was the director, I would definitely must fucking do that shit. But yeah. What's caught me the most, I had a dream not long ago that Negan and Lydia, they were camping in Walmart and they were setting up this tent since, you could get a tent there, obviously. They were setting up a fucking tent at Walmart and Negan was already exiled and so was Lydia. Well, Negan took Lydia with him so that he won't be lonely and stuff like that, obviously. And he always wanted a kid, I know that, Negan. That was like his diehard wish before the apocalypse ever happened. Like, him and Lucille, his wife, that is, they always dreamed about having a kid at one point, just like the comics. I think he wanted a kid as well in the comics, but most importantly, he wanted in the show as well, a kid, just like Judith. But yeah, I won't be surprised if Lydia does go with him. I think that's fair. I think that's, acquainted, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like, that should be fair, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Negan goes, then someone else should go with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell, I would go with him. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I mean, like, even if he did kill my friend, like, I'll forgive him in a way, but I'm still going to hate him no matter what, but I'm still going to forgive him, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let the past die out, obviously, I'm going to be like Carl. I'm going to, like, leave shit there for him. I'm going to take care of him. I'm going to make sure, he doesn't do anything stupid, like kill himself or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a good person, like, seriously. And I'm also a forgiver. Like, I forgive my enemies and that shit. Back then I didn't, but I guess it all depends what they fucking do, really. Let's just say they rape and they skin cats and dogs. That is the fucker I'm not going to forgive. But when it comes down, like, bashing my friend's head in, I'm obviously going to hate you, but I'm also going to get over the fact that you did that. So, and you should do the same thing for me as well. Especially he's the cool-ass, funny-ass guy, Negan, you know what I'm saying? He's not like a brutal, I don't want to say the N-word, but asshole kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously though, like, he could be far more worse than you could ever possibly fucking imagine, that character. He's like the fucking Joker of the show, Negan. Like, you can't just fucking hate him, like, seriously. For Maggie, yeah, I can understand. Same goes for, Herschel Reed. And yeah, that's taken. I understand that. I respect that, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes down to, like, Daryl, Aaron, Gabriel, or whoever hates him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't he, like, forget all about that shit, He just didn't get even with Rick, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he kills people, and how he kills zombies. I do want to know, like, what's going to happen between Lucille. We see her in the trailer. Then she shoots a zombie and that shit. And then you see this one guy with a leather jacket. And you see this one guy behind him. Is that Negan about to kill this one guy? Like, is he the formal leader? This one guy wearing the leather jacket. It looks like he's about to kill someone wearing that. Because someone's, like, tied up wearing an execution hood. And we don't know who the fuck that is. Could it be Simon? Could it be Dwight? I doubt it, but I mean, it's a possibility. You never know. Especially this is kind of like the origin story of the uprising of Negan. Kind of, but they didn't really say that, but it all starts off as that whenever Lucio dies. Excuse me, I'm gonna burp. But, yeah, I'm just saying, though, there's so many ways to go between that character, and you have no idea what comes down to Lucio and Negan and that shit. That's pretty much not everything I want to talk about. I mean, it does interest me, like, when it comes down to Commonwealth, like, could it be more pricks than the comics? I have a feeling they're going to introduce that one guy, Lance, I believe that's his name. He's like the president of the Commonwealth, along with Pamela. I'm not sure who the fuck Lance is, but he's like the mayor of the Commonwealth or some shit. Like, he introduces himself to other strangers and that shit. And he asks them, like, what did you do before all this shit happened and that shit? I have a feeling it's gonna be something like that. That's who you hear in the trailer. Like, who are you? And, like, what's your name and where you're from and shit like that. Who were you before all this shit happened? I don't think that's a soldier talking. Because if it was a soldier, you'd be hearing, you'd be hearing that, right? And that would suck to wear a mask and talk like that. But I'm just saying. And another thing, the Elijah character. Why the fuck is he wearing a mask during the apocalypse? I mean, don't get me wrong. I would wear a mask during apocalypse. I'm sure you would too. But I'm just saying, why is he wearing a metallic mask? Is his face disfigured? Is he somewhere? He had some kind of accident? Like, what's up with that? Are they gonna get some kind of backstory between that and these 6 additional episodes? Like, I always wanted that because everyone's saying, oh, he's disfigured and maybe he has something wrong with him or some shit. Like, that could very well be true, but I'm just saying, like, why is he wearing the mask? You know, like, why is he covering up his face? Especially you see promo pictures of Maggie and this one guy behind her wearing the sheet covered, like, all around him. Like, you don't even see his head or anything. Like, he's wearing his poncho, like, all over his body. You don't even see a face or a head. Like, all you see is his little eye holes poking out of the poncho. Like, he's, like, covering his whole entire identity up. His body himself, his soul up. So, like, what's up with that? Is he some kind of freak, or like the Whisperers were, or what is it? Like, is he some kind of, like, Strangers Freaks sort of thing from GTA 5 shit? So, I don't know. I just noticed that, like, The Walking Dead has so many strangers and freaks. You got the princess, you got Jesus. Aaron's kind of like one, but not really. Who else is a stranger freak? Let's see, you got Princess. Ezekiel, he's another one. Alpha's kind of like one, since she's a whisperer, bitch. And that's the thing, like, if I had to pick, like, my favorite arch nemesis, it'd definitely be Negan and Gareth and the Wolf Leader, because they're, like, the redeemable ones that you should like. Like, the other ones you should forget all about. But if I had to pick, like, the most evil ones I like, personally, it'd definitely be Dante and Alpha. I do like Shane. He's another one I like, but since you got Lori fucked up and that shit, you know, knocked up, you know, like, what the fuck did he thought was gonna fucking happen? Like, seriously, during the fucking zombie apocalypse, fucking idiot. Like, he thought the CDC was gonna be all, you know, useful and live happily ever after during the apocalypse. Like, seriously, like, when there's an apocalypse, like, there's no going back. Like, when it comes down to, like, hospitals and that shit. At least not, like, you're not even in a fucking community, dipshit. You're at a fucking camp. Living under a fucking tree. Seriously. But, yeah, and so I don't know what's gonna happen between Negan and the Commonwealth. I'm mostly looking forward to the Negan, since I'm a huge fan of Negan. And I hope nothing that bad does not happen to him, but I would like to see some kind of interaction between him and Herschel Ree and shit like that. That'd be pretty fucking cool. See, if I was a kid, I probably would kill Negan just because I'm a kid and I don't know any better. Especially, like, how old is Herschel Ree right now? Is he, like 5 or 8 or some shit? And I know in the time lapse, the time jump, whenever Rick gets assassinated, they do a time jump period after he dies. Herschel Ree's like in his 30s around that time, I believe. But like when we first see Herschel Ree, he's like 5 or 8 or some shit. I don't even want to say 8, maybe like 6 or some shit. But he's a toddler. He's not even a teenager at the time. He's a toddler. So yeah, and see, if I was a kid, I probably would kill Negan, but since I'm growing up as a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gone over my teenager past. I'm a 21 guy now. I would forgive him, since I'm a forgiver kind of guy, and, you know what I'm saying? I would look at him funny if I walk past him or some shit, but I'm not going to be his best friend just because of what he did, but I would forgive him or some shit, you know what I'm saying? I would like him at least, but not love him at least. But, yeah. But, I don't know, like, I have no idea what's gonna go down. But, yeah, it's gonna go insane shit, man. But yeah, I would like to do more of these videos of me talking about my personal opinions on a character or some shit that I like or some shit. And I even have thoughts, and like my upcoming video might be talking about Friday the 13th Part 7 on what they could have done to make that story better. Because I do not like the story of Part 7. Like when he gets out of the lake with telekinesis by that one chick that uses telekinesis on him. Like, I might do a video on that since I have ideas for that. But I would like to do more ideas for The Walking Dead and shit like that. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for this video. That's another thing. I want to say one more thing. Before I X out of here. That one guy, Patrick something, the guy that plays that one guy that Aaron and Gabriel encountered. Like, what's up with him? I'm always wondering. You know, like, is he a ghost or is he? It sounds like he's only gonna appear in that one episode. So, is he like a minor bad guy or some shit? Like, I don't know. So, yeah, but yeah, I just want to get that out of the way with. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys like the video, and please leave your thoughts and opinions on the video down below and comments and that shit. Like I said, I'll be doing more of these since I'm very pumped to tell all about my thoughts and opinions on shit. I'm that kind of guy that likes my theories and opinions and that shit. But I should be on Ancient Aliens with Giorgio just because I like telling about my own opinions and thoughts and that shit. But and theories and that shit. But yeah, guys, hope you guys liked the video, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.